Hey guys, Brady here, and today I want to talk about Gladiator 2. I saw that last night in a packed IMAX theater after work, and these are my thoughts. So before we get into anything, I wasn't the hugest fan of the original Gladiator. It's not that it's a bad movie. It's just as far as like sword and sandal epics go, I like Ben Hur, Troy, um, the Northmen, and I know this is doesn't count as sword and sandal, but I'm going to throw in the 2004 King Arthur movie, and Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Um, I just think those movies are a little bit better than this movie. Not that this is a bad movie. I saw it twice. I liked it a lot more the second time than I did the first time. Um, but definitely not one of my favorite movies in the genre. But it's not a terrible movie. It's a pretty good movie. Just not. Don't. I'm just not as attached to it like most people are. So walking into Gladiator 2, I was like, you know what? Uh this could be good, this could be bad, I don't know. I know a lot of people aren't liking this one that much and think it's an unnecessary sequel, which I guess yeah, it kind of is. But I don't know. I kind of liked it. Uh I think as far as like ranking it goes, I think I like both Gladiator 1 and 2 equally. The only thing Gladiator 1 doesn't have that Gladiator 2 has is uh, sharks and sharks that attack people. So the first Gladiator movie was definitely missing that. Um, but anyway, it's pretty much the same thing as the first Gladiator movie. Some of the same story beats and whatnot. Uh, it's a almost completely new cast, except for Connie Nielsen and Derek Jacobi returning in their respective roles. But we got a lot of newcomers. We got Paul Mescal, Pedro Pascal, Denzel Washington, Anthony Quinn, amongst others. And I don't know. I don't think I'm a huge Anthony Quinn fan. I didn't like his character in Quiet Place Day One. He was okay in this movie. I don't think he is a good choice for whatever the fuck he's playing in the Fantastic Four movie. I think he's the Human Torch, if I'm not mistaken. He just I don't know. I feel like when we first saw him in the Quiet Place movie, all he did was cry. He just seemed like a little bitch, and I was like, really, this is our new Human Torch, just a little beta cuck. Anyway, I mean, what do you expect? He's from Netflix, Stranger Things. But anyway, um, his character was okay. I didn't like his over the top brother. I thought he was kind of overly flamboyant at times. Not that it's a bad thing, but like his character was definitely overcooking when it comes to acting, and I don't know. But Denzel, uh, unlike Djimon Hounsou, who was great in the first Gladiator movie, Denzel was not that good in this movie. His performance just kind of felt like he was playing Denzel and not a character from ancient Rome, which is unfortunate because Denzel is probably one of my favorite actors of all time. It's rare he's made a movie that I disliked. There's probably like a handful of them that I thought were just eh. Like I wasn't a huge fan of The Hurricane or The Siege, and I think that's pretty much it. Denzel has pretty much made a lot of movies that I really, really liked, but those two movies are the only movies that come to mind that I just thought were okay to just kind of boring. Especially the Hurricane. Hurricane bored the shit out of me, and I love a good boxing movie. Cinderella Man, the Rocky movies, of course. Warrior was pretty good, although Warrior's mixed martial arts. Anyway, let's get back to the movie. Um, but I liked Gladiator too. My issues with the movie though is that when it comes to the gladiatorial fight scenes, they are kind of short. They probably last no more than a minute and a half to 2 minutes, and then they end, and then they go to talking, and the talking scenes are kind of boring at times. Um, but yeah, there is a cool scene in the beginning, a cool battle scene in the beginning involving ships and crashing into each other, and people get hit with bow and arrows, and some of the impacts are pretty graphic, so I like that. Um, but uh, I don't think this is a terrible movie as people are making out that people are saying is like people don't hate the well. I mean, there are the people that hate the movie. I don't hate it as much as others people disliked it, uh, but I could kind of see why they don't like it. If you're a fan of the first Gladiator movie, you're probably not gonna like this movie. Um, but I'm indifferent to the first one, and I'm pretty much the same with this one. I liked it just as much as I liked the first movie. Um, what's it called? Pedro Pascal was okay. I feel like he's in everything now. I don't think he's a good choice for Reed Richards in the Fantastic Four. I think they should have gotten John Krasinski. Speaking of John Krasinski, I am watching The Office right now on my TV, but um, I think he should have been Mr. Fantastic. Um, Actually, I don't even like the cast for the movie. Like, if I were to cast the Fantastic Four, it'd probably be John Krasinski, Rebecca Ferguson, Kyle Chandler's Doctor Doom, um, what's it called? Joel Edgerton as Ben Grimm, and who was I gonna get as the Human Torch? Um, I forgot. I'm just gonna say Zac Efron for now, but that could change. But yeah, I don't know who any of these fucking people are in the new Fantastic Four movie. I like that John Malkovich is in it, and Paul Walter Hauser, is that his name? I like that he's in it. I think he's a very underrated actor. I've liked the stuff I've seen him in. Richard Jewell, Cruella. He was pretty good in that. So I'm excited to see what role he plays in the new Fantastic Four movie. But as far as like the four main people in the movie, uh, Vanessa Kirby, she's fine, I guess. I liked her in the Mission Impossible movies, but um, what's it called? Pedro Pascal is horribly miscast as Reed Richards. So is Anthony Quinn as the Human Torch, and I don't even know who the fucker's name is that's playing the Thing. He has some weird name. And Robert Downey Jr. is Doctor Doom. They couldn't get a new actor. They're reusing an actor, and people are like, Marvel reuses actors all the time. Yeah, in different universes. Um, th- this is this is Robert Downey Jr. appearing in the MCU a second time as a different character, and they're probably gonna be like, "Oh, he's a Iron Man variant. He's Doctor Doom now." That's so stupid. Just like, why couldn't they get Kyle Chandler? Underrated actor, in my opinion. Um, but yeah, I thought the cinematography for Gladiator 2 was pretty good for the most part. I thought a lot of the stuff in the beginning, like some of the battle scenes, especially in the beginning, looked kind of green screen slash CGI ish. I didn't like that. I didn't like how fake it looked. This is Paramount, for God's sakes. They're the company behind Mission Impossible, and Mission Impossible always shoots on location and very rarely uses green screen. And if they do, uh, they know how to hide it well. But they didn't do it. They didn't do it for this movie. Um, Speaking of Mission Impossible, that trailer looked great in IMAX. Holy shit! I When that movie comes out, I'm seeing it in 40x. I was supposed to see Dead Reckoning in 40x, but I changed my mind last minute, and it's a big regret of mine. One of my biggest regrets was uh, canceling my ticket to go see it that afternoon. Um, I was just dropping my ex girlfriend off at the airport, and I was tired. Like, I'll do it another time, and that another time never came. So anyway, Gladiator 2. Sorry for my rambling, but Gladiator 2, I'd give 3 stars out of 5. Um, like I said, if you're a fan of the first movie, I'd understand if you don't want to see anything and it's an unnecessary sequel. So if you're not going to see it, I'm not going to force you to go see it. But it's not a terrible movie. I've sat through far worse movies. Um, there is some enjoyment factor. There's a lot of enjoyment factor in this movie, in my opinion. Uh, and oh yeah, Russell Crowe is in this movie via flashbacks. Oh, and this movie has a really cool opening title sequence where it's kind of animated in a way, and I really liked it. Not a lot of people are talking about the opening credit sequence for Gladiator 2. Um, I really enjoyed it. That was a pretty cool sequence. So yeah, 3 stars out of 5. If you've seen it, let me know. What are your thoughts? If you don't want to see it and want to just stick with the original movie, I completely understand. What is your favorite, I guess, historical epic? It could be Cleopatra, Troy, Spartacus, anything. Um, I Those are some of my favorite movies to watch from time to time. So I'm just curious what you guys think. If I had to choose, it would probably be, if we're not counting Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, it'd probably be a tie between Ben-Hur and Troy. I really like Troy. I've only seen the director's cut, and yeah, Troy was awesome. I don't care what people say. It's a fucking great movie in my opinion. It's so underrated.